Alright, so today we're going to be pushing the ranked league in Clash Royale. So I'm going to load into a first game, and what we're going to do is wait a little bit just so we're not leaking elixir. But we have enough. So we're going to, I know people say Mega Knight is, gay or whatever, but I just think that it's a good card that people don't know how to defend in a good way. So I use it. I'll stop if I find something better, but So my Firecracker is going to get a bunch of good chip damage. That's why I always place Firecracker behind, tanks or Hog Rider, anything like that. And then I'll put my wall breakers down in the back. So, split it up. They have to defend both sides, which will spread their elixir thin. Now I have a nice little push going with Magic Archer and Mini P.E.K.K.A. The bats kind of tank some of the hits. Usually I'd have the bats go behind the Mini P.E.K.K.A. though, so he'll absorb the damage, and the bats can do a bunch. So Magic Archer is actually not my favorite card because, I don't know, I just feel like it has bad health and it doesn't do that much damage. So, I mean, it's helpful, but I feel like there's better cards, such as Firecracker, but try some things out. Alright, so now we split up the pushes again. We have a good one. We have Firecracker behind the wall breaker, and the cannon's gone, which is helpful. Now that I will put him down, get a little bit more chip damage while the other tower is distracted. Firecracker actually does a lot of damage, is something I've noticed, because I don't know, people underestimate the damage on Firecracker sometimes, so just remember that always if you're trying to pick an extra little cheap card. Now this card is pretty good because the electricity does quite a bit of damage. However, it's not, the health isn't insane and it doesn't really attack other cards besides towers, so it's not unmanageable. Now 175 health tower. I'll just Mega Knight that, probably, because, I can, it's not illegal. And then I'll try to get something on the miner. That's, yes sir. So there's some damage going on, but, there's going to be, you can never, it's very rare that you go perfect in a game. So, you always have to remember that. Remember, sacrificing tower sometimes to get another push is always something that works out. Look at this, I have 2 Mega Knights, which is really, really hard to defend. Bats are gonna go in there, and this is a wrap. I don't think anyone could really stop this. So that is good. Alright, so we're on the second little tier of the first one. So in this video, I think we'll just make it up to the second, section of it. And it should be pretty easy because, I'm playing shitters right now because low level, So I'm gonna put Firecracker down on the left side with Magic Archer, and I don't have to worry too much about the knight, but that's probably the side he's going to establish a push with. So I'm just going to put a bunch of low cards on the left side to make it so... I was not paying attention about the expo. That is kind of an issue, but it's not terrible. The bats will clean it up. So that's bad. That was a blunder on my part. I let a lot of damage happen, but I did get some nice damage on his left side, or his right side, my left side. So I don't have to worry too much right now, and I will be able to play better defense against his expo soon. So I'm gonna wait. Yep, there we go. Put Firecracker down, and Mega Knight is gonna be a good push establish to shield the Firecracker, and the Firecracker will then do chip damage. So now on the right side, I'm gonna put wall breakers because I want, maybe, are they gonna go for the Tesla? Yes, they will. And they're going to get it too, so that's gone. Don't have to worry about that anymore. That's why wall breakers are so good, man. They can push cards to make them move faster. They can destroy towers that you need your tanks to get by. It's just, they're great. They're a very helpful card. Now I'm going to put Magic Archer down, and Mini P.E.K.K.A. It's probably going to go down if I feel like it. Oh. See, that's another issue with Magic Archer, is that Fireball takes him out immediately. And, that's a pain. So I'm going to answer back with Fireball to get rid of his little archers. And you can see I'm coming back. I told you guys I would. So Mini P.E.K.K.A. is not going to get a connection. Firecracker do a little bit of chip damage. And I'm gonna let my elixir store up a little bit. So now I will put wall breakers, and his archers are gonna split up, which I don't really. Archers aren't. Oop, I gotta worry about that side a little bit. Honestly, this is gonna take that tower, and he's locked on there anyway, so I think we'll be fine. Oh, he's gonna take the tower though. That's all right. I have a good push going on that. Fireball in the middle, right there, get both towers damaged. And I haven't played this great. He defended my push really well, but I think I can come in OT. I think I can put this in the bag. All right, so that's not a very good expo. Well, it's a defensive expo, which can sometimes be good, but you know, I feel like it's a better offensive card for this scenario where he needs, that's his like tank. He needs that other push to help him out at least. So that's there. That he put it too far back. He just sold so incredibly hard because that would have done a lot of damage to my tower, and he put it just a hair too far back, which is detrimental sometimes. And I think, yeah, I have a good push going now. That might have sold his whole game because now he's down on elixir from that, and I can continue cycling fireball onto his towers. I think I'm just gonna go for the king tower because I can put cards up there close, and I don't know, go for the 3 crown, I suppose. So, okay, he's gonna fireball that. This guy's selling hard, man. He missed the fireball. So now my push is even better from behind there. I'm gonna really be able to take out these cards nicely. This is going longer than it should. I played badly, but I think I have this guy. There's a pretty nice fireball right there. Get rid of both archers. Do some more damage to his tower. Magic archer. Ooh, expo. I'm gonna just drop a Mega Knight on there. Blog's gonna be good, and bats, yeah. See, great. Wall breakers are gonna connect. It's gonna be great. One is. Now that's a terrible push he has right there. I don't know, that's kind of difficult. I'll just save it for Mega Knight, I think. Magic Archer's gonna tank that. Good job, Evolved Bats. Evolved Bats are a great card. I highly recommend using them. They can kill balloons. Even just normal bats, if they're not evolved, they're a pretty good defensive card. And from how it looks, I'm gonna win this game on just the tower countdown, which is, you know, not a great win for me, but I'll take it, man. A win is a win. So yeah, I'm not mad about that, really, in the slightest. This guy put up a pretty good performance. I had a lot of blunders that should not have happened. All right, load into the next game. All right, this is the third and final game of the video. Let's see if we can pull out 3 wins in a row. So, all right, Barbarian Hut. I think that's a pretty shitty card because Barbarians have not very good health and not very good damage. Plus the hut is kind of a lot of elixir, so I think there's much better towers that you can use. Well, I'm going to wall breaker the other side to put some pressure on. He has Skelly Giant. Okay, this is good. Magic Archer is going to do damage to the tower. This is the best part about Magic Archer. But Skelly Giant is actually a pretty good card. And TikTok notification from my friend. You know, shout out Joshy right there. So Skeleton Giant's a really good card, except its damage, it doesn't do, you know, its punching doesn't do very much damage. Its bomb on the tower does like 1,000, I think. Or maybe 2. I kind of don't remember. I haven't used it in a while. E-Barbs too. This guy has a 2-tank deck. That's going to mean I'm going to have to play some good defense on this. But, you know, that wrapped up those E-Barbs pretty quick. E-Barbs are a great card. Mine are pretty low level, so I don't... Oh, Balloon. All right. I don't really have a tower, so... And my bats, I just use them. Magic Archer's actually doing a good job of doing this. I'm happy with that. 1 hit and then the bomb, which doesn't do that much. Yeah, only about 300. And I'm highly ahead of him on damage. So he destroys my Magic Archer with with just barbs, which are, you know, easily countered by Mega Knight. And he kills my wall breakers. He's down on one piece of elixir from that at least, because arrows are more than wall breakers. So firecracker behind the Mega Knights do a bunch of damage. That is a tower for me, and I have a feeling I'm gonna win this pretty easily because I can defend all of his pushes pretty easily. So E-barbs down, bats on the E-barbs. Another reason bats are so good, they do a lot of damage. Magic archer behind the tower. So actually, that was a bad play for me. I should have put mini P.E.K.K.A. It would have held him off a little longer. I'm still ahead. He didn't take the tower though, which is great. Now I have an alright little push going, and Mega Knight behind that. That's beautiful right there. And my mini P.E.K.K.A. did not die. So we'll be able to kill the skeleton giant. Damn, he got fucking wrecked right there. That's great. Bats on the tower. He locked onto the bats, which kind of sucks. I would have taken the tower more easily. However, I think this is game right here because I have a lot of... Yep, that was great. That was a good game. I'm happy with that. Not too many blunders. So 3 crown, nice. Now, show you guys that I am top of that little bit right there. So that's going to be the end of the video, and please subscribe. I want to get famous, bro.